fear on their faces as a dad. You want to just grab them and hold on to them and hug them.
A heart-wrenching scene even for a chief of police after arriving to the school bus crash on US 127.
That bus was carrying the Ithaca Ski Club when it suddenly moved toward the median, swerved, and flipped over, injuring several students and shutting down the highway.
The Shepherd police chief tells TV5's James Felton what it was like being one of the many first responders on scene to help.
It's one of those scenes that you hope you never see, especially when it involves kids.
Shepherd Police Chief Luke Sawyer jumped into action when the call came in Wednesday afternoon that a school bus crashed on northbound US 127. For Sawyer, a scheduled day off quickly turned into a rescue effort.
Kids were all over the place. Some were bleeding, some were crying.
A Ithaca school bus carrying 24 students and 3 adults banked left toward the median in the center of the road. Then it swung right, flipping over and coming to rest off to the side of the highway, leaving many of those on the bus injured.
To see the fear on their faces as a dad, you want to just grab them and hold on to them and hug them. And that was the neat part. All the first responders that were there, it wasn't like we were just treating a number. We were trying to invest as much as possible in the kids, who were really struggling right then.
And even though this was a terrifying moment for those involved, Sawyer did his best to keep things light.
I did let all of the students know that they had today off of school via Chief Sawyer. I told them that I was giving them the day off of school. They didn't have to go. And one little boy actually looked at me and he said, "Are you sure that's true?"
A response that drew laughter, Sawyer says. After his work was done, Sawyer told us he had one thing on his mind: get home to his kids.
I went in, woke them up, gave them a hug, told them I loved them.
Sawyer says yesterday's incident made him think about what's really important in life.
We worry and we argue and we complain about so much stuff that in the big scheme of things, when it comes to the fact that there were some parents who might not have had their kids come home yesterday, it puts everything into perspective for me.
James Felton, WNEM TV5.
All of those injured are expected to make a full recovery. The cause of that crash is still under investigation.